combination of both the security of the device and the authenticity of your identity. So your multi-factor prompt that says, hey, this is Pete, and we know it's Pete because we tested him, and the device health in combination are that access.
This is such a critical issue as you think about so many companies that just had to immediately, within a week, just send everyone home and then, adjust. So that makes sense. Okay, a couple of more tweets. I was gonna say, what do I call these? Twitter's tweets? Okay, a couple more tweets coming, people. Raphael saying, awesome conference. Thank you for all these news from Redmond. You are so welcome. Thank you for letting us know.
Love it.
And I think we have another one standing by. I'm going to tap dance in a minute, which you don't want. Watching the Virtual Security and Compliance Summit, getting some awesome security advice from the DART team. You're talking to Ping, Look was so good. Yeah. I love how passionate the security team here is.
Yeah.
I feel that.
This is one of those areas where collaboration makes an enormous difference for us. We work with Ping's team all the time, what she's seeing from customers and what we're seeing on the inside, and bringing that all together to better protect our customers.
Yeah, okay, another tweet coming in, so let's just see if we can pull that up. Okay, so John, how to protect it. Okay, we already did this tweet. Yep, we already answered that question. So in a moment, let's see, while we pulled up the other Twitter comment, is there anything else you want people to know that you didn't get to talk about? Like, hey, please keep this in mind. Don't forget this.
I think there's two big themes that I always go back to talking to customers. One is don't forget the basics. And by basics, patching of machines, having good solid monitoring in place, making sure two-factor authentication is everywhere, understanding the device health of the endpoint. Those are just the basic foundational stuff.
Yeah.
The second big theme is it's time to start to exploit what I call the defender's advantage with the data we have now. Meaning, for years we've accumulated data about vulnerabilities, about attacks, and from all over, whether it comes from customers through teams like Ping's or whether it comes from the inside. We now have the power to reason over that data and derive insights that allow us to be more proactive and predictive about what's coming next. And that's what's really exciting about going forward.
And you call it the defender's advantage.
Yeah, the defender's advantage. The attacker doesn't get to see all of the other attackers' traffic. We do. We get to see attackers' behavior across thousands of different scenarios and then look across that.
Love that. Okay, and I think we have that tweet pulled up now, so let's take a look at the question. Okay, this is coming from Jason. How have you seen security practices at Microsoft evolve?
I always start with culturally, how have we evolved? Because I think any organization's security is only as strong as the security culture. And so we went through, I've been here a long time, you might be able to tell. We went through some very difficult experiences 20 plus years ago that really formed how we think and behave around security for both internal to Microsoft and with customers. And that sort of created a very unique security culture. So our focus is always to go back to, do we understand what's happening? Can we help people get better? And then can we start to measure and improve it over time? And then how do we get leaders at the top to just reinforce the right thing? And so that is really key for us.
That sounds like a very inside-out approach, starting from within in terms with your culture.
It is. I think we now, again, back to the power of data here another time, we get to see behaviors across the company and we can start to create what we think of as a security culture index. How are different teams dealing with the challenges and where can we take best practices where teams are really being successful and spread those across, and where can we go focus in on places where we might be a little weaker?
Love it. Okay, so let's pull up our poll results. I think we have the results of those in now. The question asked, how ready, let's get this tweet from Kimmy in first since it's up. It's here, we might as well ask. What are areas that you're planning on investing in moving forward? A future forward question.
Yeah, I think it's areas that we've talked about throughout the day. Zero trust is a continual journey for us. We have more investments to make around zero trust. We talked about supply chain and some of the interesting attack behavior that's going on there. So we're very focused on supply chain. And we're very focused on what we call the developer pipeline.
Okay.
So making engineers more productive, also making that pipeline more secure so that we can assure customers that when they are using our software, it's secure. Right?
Oh, that's awesome insight. Okay, now we have our poll results, so we'll pull those up and then get your reactions. The question was, how ready is your security program for a hybrid work model? It looks like the majority of people are at